What's the best thing about living in Arizona? So for me, the best thing for living in Arizona is number one, weather here is amazing. It's like opening up the door to a sauna, literally. The coldest season here is January, and then the hottest season here is July. And the coldest it gets here, guys, is like 42 degrees Fahrenheit, and the hottest that it gets here is like around 104 Fahrenheit. So what does that tell you? That it can get actually pretty chilly, and then it can get really, really hot. So look out for those hot temperatures. I would just say that the cold weather here isn't really that bad. It actually kind of feels pretty nice, especially when that hot weather hits us for a long period of time. And then all of a sudden, January hits us, and it's like a moment of like relief because it's like a breeze of cold air, and it's like fall. Literally, it's not like winter. It doesn't snow hard here or anything like that. There's no snow. And I mean, there are certain areas where you can find snow here, but most likely you're not gonna find snow or anything like that. It does rain once in a while, so it's really nice too when it does rain. But anyway, most likely it's just gonna be like a cold breeze, nothing too cold. But yeah, that's one of the best perks about living in Arizona is the weather. 325 days of sunshine a year. Okay, number two, one of the best reasons about living in Arizona is that you can't get enough of going hiking and being outdoors. And there are a ton of hiking places for free here and close trails by as well. A lot of trails that require permits are ones that are like for camping, and they're really long distance, so you definitely want to get a permit because you're not going to want to drive like 6 hours, and then plus you got to do like hiking in the morning, and then like it's just because the destination that you're trying to get to is mostly likely like a waterfall or some really bizarre like destination, and so they require permits, and not all do require permits, but some do. Anyway, the ones that don't require permits are actually pretty close by, like 2-3 hours away, and they're not that bad of a hike, and they're most likely a hike that you can get done in a day if you wake up really early and you go and do that. You could most likely rent a motel if you're somebody who doesn't want to drive back that day. But yeah, there are a lot of nice hiking places close by though that are maybe only within like 15-30 minutes away from you, and then you'll find the ones that are 3 hours away, which are still free, and then you'll find the ones that cost permits. I would love to get permits to go to some of the really beautiful places here in Arizona because they are like so beautiful. Anyway, that is also another perk about living in Arizona, is the outdoors here is awesome. Also, if you plan to go on any hiking trip, and I mean even if you're planning to go 30 minutes away from your house, pack a safety bag. Like literally pack a backpack full of sunscreen, water bottles, hats, and maybe an extra outfit just in case, like a swimming suit and maybe like an extra pair of shorts and a t-shirt, because you really never know what could happen to you out there. And even if, like I said, you're like within 30 minutes from like the city or whatever, you really just need to be prepared and have like band-aids or Neosporin just in case, because it's actually pretty scary out there when it's hot. It's actually like really overwhelming for me. Some people who have lived here their entire lives are like immune to the weather here. Like I literally see people walking in the hot weather and they look pretty fine. I don't know how long they're out there for, but like me, I would not be able to do it. I would probably go into panic mode. So yeah. Okay, another perk about living in Arizona, number 3. Oh my gosh. The reason why I love living here is because there are a ton of beautiful things to go do, like concerts, events, festivals, like really awesome restaurants here and shopping places to see. Everywhere you go, there is at least a shopping center somewhere. And well, I mean, not like everywhere you go, but most likely every city that you visit here, there is a shopping center. But anyway, there are just a lot of things going on here also as well besides shopping. Like, I know shopping isn't everyone's thing, but it is my thing. I like putting outfits together. It's like my favorite thing to do. Anyway, but besides that, there are like a lot of like events to go see, like singing events and like plays and like downtown art places, like Phoenix's downtown art place. You can go check out like Phoenix's art streets and stuff. And then also here in Mesa, there's also there's like a downtown art street too, and it's really cool. Like all the walls are tagged and like it's just really amazing. There's tons of stores to go in and check out, like antique stores and like a ton of awesome stores. And like another thing that's really awesome is if, I mean, you are planning to go to a restaurant, there's a lot of culture here. A lot of people that come from different countries that come here to visit and open up their own businesses, like restaurants and stuff. And anyway, these people will put a lot of culture food into their restaurant from their country. So like if you're interested in trying like a certain type of food, then most likely you're gonna be able to find it here. If it's Chinese food, Indian food, Mexican food, you name it, like whatever food you're looking for, most likely we'll be able to find it. Just type it in the search engine and you could find it. And it's really cool because these people actually do come from other countries and they actually do bring their culture with them. So it's really neat. If you're somebody who doesn't like to travel long distance and you're just looking to try some food from another country, well, you can find it here. Okay, another awesome thing about living here in Arizona is minimum wage is $12.50 an hour. And that is amazing for any young person or anybody actually. $12.50 is actually a really good pay rate, and depending on your type of lifestyle, yeah, it's actually can be really comfortable living. So depending on how you actually, spend your paychecks and everything like that. So like if you buy like just like a cheap apartment here and say, like you're making pretty good like $1,000 paychecks every 2 weeks, then you're most likely to live pretty comfortable. If you're somebody who has to have that really like expensive luxury apartment that's $2,000 every month or around $1,800 a month, then you're most likely looking to throw away your entire paycheck, and then you're gonna have like no money left for you or anything else, like insurance, gas, groceries, clothes, you name it. Those are all necessities and we need them. Anyway, so if, not saying that, even if you do make minimum wage that you can't afford this luxury apartment, but just saying you're most likely going to save a lot more money if you just find something a little more cheaper and something more affordable where you could actually put money aside for you to go actually live life comfortably and have fun. Because if you're struggling to make payments every single month for your rent, you're really not going to live a comfortable life. You're always going to be, at that spot where you really can't do much but spend a lot of time at your apartment maybe. But anyway, so if you do want a luxury apartment, try looking for a higher rate paying job, like $18 an hour or even like $50 an hour. $50 an hour sounds like a lot better. And anyway, that's just my opinion. That's not everyone's opinion, but my opinion, I think that you should find something, around what you make that makes sense. And like I said, if you do want the luxury apartment, then you probably should find a more high paying job. Okay, another strong perk about living in Arizona is job opportunities here are strong. There are a ton of jobs right now here that are strong for anybody looking to, move here and looking for a better job. you can definitely find jobs here. There are a ton of jobs, always. People are always looking for opportunities here. There are a ton of opportunities here as well. And like for an example, like say like where you live, you don't have the opportunity to become like an actress or like a model. Like here, you could literally find that so easily. You could become an actress or a model very easily here, depending on like if they like you or whatever, but I don't really know how that all works. But you can actually find that here. You can take acting classes and you can apply for like modeling, and there's so many opportunities here. Or maybe you're just looking to get like a $50 hour pay like I am. Anyway, that's literally possible. You can find jobs that pay $50 an hour. And anyway, or you have just like some really like crazy dream like I do. I have like some really crazy dream, and I'm going to do everything that I can do to achieve it. So many people here will support you doing whatever you love doing. I promise you that. I have a support group, which is amazing because it makes me feel pretty strong about what I'm doing, and I have that option to reach out to these people that have the same passion as I do. And these people are like highly educated in their career, and you should find people who are highly educated in the same thing that you like doing, so that if you have a question that comes along, then you could always ask that person and say like, look, like, what about this? Or like, how do I do this? How do I get there? You know, like you can ask these people this question and they're gonna give it to you. Like for an example, you know, I want to be a top selling real estate agent. So, and I mean, I don't want to be just doing like a little bit of work at a time. Like I want to be doing a lot of it. I want to be buying and selling the houses. So in order for me to do this, I need to build a strong support group. I need to build relationships with people, and I need to maintain these relationships. I'm not just saying, oh, like make some friends and then, you know, hang out and talk for like a week or two, and then all of a sudden, you know, stop talking to them and then just like leave it, like don't ever talk to them again for a long time. Like that's not how you keep a strong relationship with these people. You constantly need to check up on them, see how they're doing, grab coffee with them, and keep the relationship strong. That's how you form strong relationships with people. But yeah. So that's what I'm going to do, is build a strong group of people and relationships. And at the same time, while I'm building these relationships, I need to focus on my goal on top of it. So not do I just need to work on relationships, but I need to work on building my dream. So yeah, you can do it, I can do it, anybody can do it. It's all been done before. We're practically just following people's footsteps and everything like that. So all you really need to do, if you are looking for a better opportunity in life, guys, just do some research online, find some connections, call these people, ask questions, see what it takes to get into what you're looking for. Oh, and also another thing about living here in Arizona is you don't have to worry about getting discriminated. You don't have to worry about getting judged. You can be who you are here when you live in Arizona, because, you know, it's just so big. People don't have time to call you out and judge you and discriminate you either. So that's another amazing thing about living here, is everyone's very highly busy here and most likely has something going on. So don't take nothing to heart. Anyway, so in my opinion, if you have a good head on your shoulders and you have a purpose in life, well, then you really don't have much to worry about. And I mean, there are times when we all feel discouraged and we all have really bad days where nothing seems to go right for us, and then we just seem like, oh my gosh, like what a waste of time. Trust me, nothing is a waste of time in this life. Every single day is a day to improve yourself and to work on your goals. And you can do it here. So also, just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean you're having a bad life. So yeah, there are always going to be plenty of days where things will go exactly the way they need to. I promise that. I have days where my day seems to just go perfect and there seems to be nothing wrong. This is exactly the way it needs to be going and everything. And then I have days where I literally feel like nothing is going right. Everyone is literally just stole my happiness. And I'm like, what the heck? But anyway, no, I don't let that get to me. I really do work on just minding my own business and keeping my groups, me strong personally. But I mean, obviously, I don't go out of my way to let other people bring me down. But yeah. So number 6. On number 6, one of the other reasons about living here in Arizona is that transportation is something you might want to look into before moving here, because transportation here is actually quite easy. I mean, but although driving is a better luxury, if you do drive, then great for you. If you don't drive and you are here in Arizona or you want to live here in Arizona, look for taking a bus and catching a time, or riding a bike, or walking. But just saying, if you're trying to get to a farther distance, 15-30 minutes, then you might want to catch a bus or a taxi or Uber Eats. Just kidding, I meant an Uber. But anyway, yeah, so you'll have to catch an Uber or a taxi, and you'll constantly be having to do this if you don't drive. So for me, I drive, and it's pretty awesome because I can go as I please, and it's amazing. So yeah. But most importantly, it's actually very easy to get around here if you don't drive, but it is way better if you do, because you could go a lot farther distances. If you are planning to go like a 6-hour trip or something, then you might want to look into getting your driver license. But yeah, anyway, those are the 6 perks of living in Arizona for me. And yeah, and I hope that how I feel about living here in Arizona works for you too, because if you're considering to move to Arizona or you're considering to visit Arizona, then look out for these amazing things here in Arizona. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining my YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share my link anywhere. Please, that would be amazing. So see you guys later. Bye!
Midnight and city lights on the other side. You're calling me up at the same time. I'm in the daylight. You're calling to say hi, but your words, they cry. If there's something that you need to say, I know it ain't easy living inside your brain, for sure. You keep telling me that it's all okay, but I know, yeah, your silence speaks so loud.